So let's get right into this review. I checked out Halloween Kills. I didn't check it out in theaters. I saw it on Peacock, and boy, was I glad that I did. This movie is all over the place, and it's a sequel to the 2018 Halloween, which is that movie is a direct sequel to the 1978 version. There is another movie coming out after Halloween Kills. It's called Halloween Ends, which comes out October 14th, 2022. The interesting thing about this movie is basically it's simple. It takes place right after the 2018 version, and a mob full of people led by Tommy Doyle, played by Anthony Michael Hall, leads a group to try and go after and kill Michael Myers once and for all. We have very familiar faces coming back in this so-called sequel, and basically it's what they did, and there are spoilers. I'm going to say that there are spoilers in this review because there's no other way to explain anything. They basically bring back all these characters from the previous past Michael Myers Halloween movies just to kill them off, and that's it, just to close out their stories. Tommy Doyle, played by Anthony Michael Hall, was more so a badass in this movie, but I see the reason why they didn't bring back Paul Rudd or the original actor, because they didn't have that rugged, macho look that Anthony Michael Hall has. And all Michael Myers does in this movie is kill. That's it. It's called Halloween Kills for a reason, and that's all he does is kill. The kills in this are more brutal than anything I've ever seen in any Michael Myers movie that he's been in, and it's just interesting. Some of the kills are unique. Some of the kills are callbacks to the very first movie, and even in the series we get a callback to Halloween 3 Season of the Witch when we see the masks that those kids wore in that movie. They show up in one scene, and the movie's all over the place. There's no closure. There's nothing. It's just that's it. And we do have a flashback scene to 1978 in Haddonfield after the events of what happened in that first movie, and we see Officer Hawkins as a young guy, as a young police officer, and he actually accidentally shoots one of his partners to get to Michael Myers. And in that scene, I didn't expect to see, spoiler, this is a big spoiler, Dr. Loomis. Yes, Dr. Loomis does come back, but it's a different actor who looks like Donald Pleasence coming back to play Dr. Loomis. Sounds just like him, but does he look like him? No, he doesn't. I feel like that was a kick to the face to Donald Pleasence as an actor. You really didn't need to bring back Dr. Loomis at all in order to move this story forward. We know Dr. Loomis. We know what he did in Halloween, the 1978 version, Halloween 2, 4, 5, and 6, even though that is retcon and doesn't make any sense to this one. That's what brought this movie down. Don't bring back the character of Dr. Loomis, because then that retcons everything else that we saw. Even there's one scene where he was going to shoot Michael Myers in the back of the head. Dr. Loomis's character wouldn't have done that at all in any of these movies. He sees Michael as, one half of himself. He's a human being, but with a mind of evil. Donald Pleasence's character, Dr. Loomis, even says that in the 1978 version. He's pure essence of evil. He just wants to help him. But in order to help him, he needs to stop him. That was interesting. And Jamie Lee Curtis's character is Laurie Strode. Even though she is the main protagonist, she's barely in this movie for maybe even 2/3 of it. She's basically in a hospital for the most part of it, and that's it. And other than that, this hospital setting has been done so many times. Halloween 2, which came out in 1981, has a hospital setting. This sequel to the 2018 version, which is Halloween Kills, which is technically part 2 in that, which is very confusing, takes place in a hospital. What is with the hospital settings in these Halloween movies? I, for one, wanted to enjoy this movie. Of course, it's the Halloween season. It came out October 15th. You want to put in, watch a scary movie, a Halloween movie, then this is the movie to watch. But this movie is not a horror movie. It's a slasher movie. This movie should not be categorized at all as a horror movie. It's a slasher, suspense, thriller, and that's it. Michael Myers is the foregoing point and front and center in this entire movie from the start. There are a lot of callbacks to some cinematic aspects to it, and I did like how the music, the theme, was brought back, but it was more of a synth and more low key, like bump bump bump. It was very low, not not high tempo like we usually hear it. And of course, John Carpenter is executive producer and of course the composer of the score. And I'm just curious to see where this goes, because we know there's another movie coming out and it's called Halloween Ends. please, if you're calling it Halloween Ends, please end the series. Please end it, because you're milking this series so much to a point where none of this is actually good at all. This is actually the 12th installment, the 12th movie in the franchise. So, I mean, it takes 12 movies to figure out what's happening. No. If you have Laurie Strode, make her the main character again in the movie. Have her actually do something. Don't save her until the end. And don't have Michael Myers get beat up by a mob of people and all of a sudden kill the entire goddamn group in 1 to 2 minutes. It doesn't make sense. And the ending was so abrupt. I understand they're making another one, but it was so abrupt. It was crazy. It's interesting because they did bring back all these characters, and I'm saying that because they just killed them off just to end the story. And the Halloween 2018 version was good up until the Dr. Sartan twist, which ruined the entire movie. What ruined this movie is bringing back the So4 actor who looked like Donald Pleasence for Dr. Loomis, having him trying to shoot Michael Myers in the back of the head, which we know his character would not do in any of those movies. And then all the while, 2/3 of the movie, Laurie Strode's not even in it. And Michael Myers just goes on a killing spree. I understand, yeah, okay, maybe he just is the embodiment of evil. That's what he is. But being shot, stabbed, and still walking around, let's dive, hopefully you dive deep into the lore and the myth of why he's like this and in Halloween Ends, because this series needs to end permanently. I am a fan of this series. I love Michael Myers. I love the movies, but the 1978 version is far superior than any other version out there. The 2018 version was really good up until the Dr. Sartan twist that I mentioned, and this one could have been good if you just left it at certain parts. Other than that, hey, certain different casting choices were done. I mean, even Sheriff Brackett, the actor who played Sheriff Brackett in the 1978 version, is the original actor they brought back. Spoiler, they killed him off. What the? Yeah, why? You can continue certain things. The only thing that is missing from these new Halloween movies is Dr. Loomis, Donald Pleasence. May he rest in peace. He's a phenomenal actor, but he's the one that actually pushed each movie forward because he was the equal to Michael Myers. He was the true protagonist. Halloween movies have 2 protagonists. It's Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode, and the main one is Donald Pleasence as Dr. Sam Loomis. The movies are missing him, they're missing his character, and just bringing him in this with a different actor with the same kind of voice and look doesn't work. Don't do that. That actually ruined the movie quite a bit. And the killings, I loved. They were great. But story-wise, it lacked a lot, and it just didn't work. Certain homages were good. It's like they took Halloween 3, 4, 5 and put it into this movie. Actually, hold on, let me rephrase it. They actually took Halloween 2 through 6 and put it into this movie. It's the hospital setting. You have Halloween 3 with the masks, and 4 and 5 is with the mob trying to go after Michael Myers and trying to, kill him. And 6, it's the Curse of Michael Myers with Paul Rudd, which happened, and I'm curious to see how that plays into the next Halloween Ends movie. For me, Halloween Kills gets 1 out of 5 stars. I wanted to enjoy it. I really, really did. But the only thing that worked for me was the way that Michael Myers killed. And the horror tropes in it were just utterly crazy and ridiculous. Wow. I'm curious to know let me know in the comment section below what you think about this movie. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to give me shit for this review. But listen, this is my true review. Why I didn't like it, why it could have worked. And this is a spoiler review. I just want to say that. And so let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this movie. If you're looking forward to Halloween Ends, which comes out October 14th, 2022. And let me know what you think how that movie will end. Because I'm pretty sure they're saving the big, hurrah for Jamie Lee Curtis to finally kill off Michael Myers in this movie. Also, let me know what you thought about the Dr. Loomis lookalike actor and the callbacks to certain images and the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch masks. Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next review video.